Hey folks, welcome to baking your sourdough bread. I hope you're all happy and well. I've still having technical problems, so I'm using my iPhone to record. So I'm going to be taking you through the no-knead method with our sourdough bread. I just want you to have a look at the sourdough bread at the moment just to see what it looks like. It's doubled in size, it's alive. Mine looks slightly wet, but that's because I put a tad too much water in, so I might have to adjust it when I'm pulling it. And what we're going to do is a technique sourdough bread makers use, and it's called the pull and tuck technique. Pull and tuck. So what you're doing is pulling a piece of the dough and pushing it into the middle, turning it around, pulling, and it will become really obvious what I mean by that when I start doing it. So I'm going to start doing it now. We need to do about 25 times, and what we're aiming to do for this first round is to create a little small kind of packed dough ball in the middle of our bowl. Okay, so let's get set up for that. Okay, so here's my sourdough, and you're going to have to bear with me because I'm using one hand to hold the camera and one hand to do the fold and tuck method. So folks, so this is my sourdough here, and I've just tried to do the pick and tuck method, but my dough's slightly wet. So what I do in this case is I just sprinkle some flour around the edges of the bowl, and I've floured my hands. And your hand is going to get messy, but I'm only using one hand at the moment, so let's go in and be brave. So I want you to go in, pick it up, stretch and bring it into the middle. Go in, pick it up, stretch and go into the middle. Turn your bowl, go in, stretch, pick it up, go into the middle. Go in, stretch, go into the middle. So we want to do that 25 times. 12, 13. I want you to be able to see how far I'm stretching it, so I'm really stretching it and putting it into the middle. So this is what my sourdough looks like now after being lifted and pulled and turned 25 times. Doesn't look particularly different. Actually, it looks like all the bubbles have gone, but don't panic. What you're doing is you're encouraging air to develop in the inside of your dough, which is where you want it for sourdough. I'm going to leave this now, loosely covered, somewhere nice and warm, and then I'm going to come back to it, do the same technique. However, I'm not going to do it 25 times. I'm going to do it probably 12 times. Hey folks, me again. Just wanted to recap what we're doing. We're going to be pulling and stretching 25 times. The first time we do this, we're going to cover it and leave it for a couple of hours, come back to it, pull it and stretch it, maybe only 12 times this time, covering it, leaving it for a couple of hours, coming back to it. And I like to do this a minimum of 4 times during the day. And then once we've finished pulling and stretching, we're going to cover it over and leave it on the side overnight. And we're doing that because this is called the bulk fermentation stage, and it's a really important stage to go through. That means that it'll be tomorrow before we bake the bread, so you've still got quite a lot of time to buying some of the equipment if you want to, or not if you don't want to, that's fine. Okay folks, thanks for bearing with me and the technical difficulties, and hopefully tomorrow when we're actually baking the bread, you'll be viewing this in a better method. Who knows? I will be taking a short video tonight to show you what the dough looks like at the very end of the last pull and fold stage. Okay, so you look after each other, be well, take care, bye for now.